Hello, good evening, and welcome to my channel. How are you all doing again this evening? This fine evening. Okay, so I was on Thrift Books, and yeah, I'm doing and bagging because Thrift Books comes in bags. So I bought quite a few books on Thrift Books. So I'm gonna just be opening them all up and showing you what I got from Thrift Book. I bought these off a Thrift Book. I don't remember what the price is on most of these, and I don't remember if Thrift Books send the price. But some of these I got because I'm replacing, uh, yeah, Thrift Book doesn't send the price. Alright, so I got this series back again. This is the Hunger Games Catching Fire by Susan Collins. We all know this game. We all the game Hunger Games. Yes, we all know the series. We all know the entire book. My sister asked me to get this book set for her because she borrowed somebody else's books and did the unthinkable. So we are currently just replacing books with these. I've already read this series from beginning to end twice, watched the movie a number of different times, and I like this series. She did come out with another book, another small book, but I blah, I haven't got picked that book up yet. All right, Walter Mosley, A Red Debt. This is the second book in the Easy Rollins mystery series, and this is one of the authors I'm reading the entire year through, so I'll be picking up his books as I go along. And this is A Red Debt, and as I said, I'll be doing March Mystery Madness, and mystery, perfect time to get it. Protect the Prince by Jennifer Estep. If you follow me on Instagram, I've started reading this series, but I've read several other books that this author has written. She also has a very good Facebook page, which I am a member of, and I follow her on there. So this is the second book in the series. Is in the A Crown of Shards series, and it's Protect the Prince. And I've read book one already. I just finished reading book one in January, and this is book two, so I'm continuing my quest. This is an epic fantasy, but it's not a YA fantasy. It's an adult fantasy. The lead in this book is 28, if I'm not mistaken, I think 28 years old, and her name is Everly Blair, and she's a distant relative to the king. To the king and the queen. Her parents were murdered when she was much smaller, so she was moved to the palace. So she lived in the palace with her cousin, who was the queen. A coup occurred in the first book, and the entire family was slaughtered except for her, because the circumstances surrounding how they were able to overcome the family. She missed being killed outright, and then so because of that's all in the first book. So this is the second book where she is now going to protect the prince. And yeah, continuing the series. There's another book in this series, and I think one more after that. I think I'm not sure if um it's a 3-book series, but I'll see eventually when the next book comes out. uh my other pickup was a couple more books, yep, from the thrifter. And I also, because I bought so many different books over there, I was given, I got a book free. And this is the third book in the Hunger Games series, and this is Mockingjay. So this is all 3 books that I have gotten from my sister to replace the set that she damaged. And for my free book, I picked up Ghost so Ghost Story by Jim Butcher. That's a series that I am still reading. I am blah, blah, blah. I'm at book 12. I just finished book 12, and that's book 13, Ghost Story by Jim Butcher. That was my free book because I had bought so many different books on thrift books, and they give you a free book after you have bought certain amount of books. All right, this is another series. My niece asked me to pick this up for her because she's currently reading this series. She had book two, two already. So she asked me. She was like, "I want to read this series, but I seem to have acquired book two and not book one." So I picked up book two, and no, I picked up book one, and I think I picked up four and five. So those might be another package that I have. This is the A Red Herring Without Mustard, a Flavia De Luca novel by Alan Bradley. In The Hamlet of Bishop's Lacey, the insidiously clever and unflappable 11-year-old sleuth Flavia De Luce had asked a gypsy woman to tell her fortune, never expecting to later stumble across the poor soul, bludgeoned almost to death in the wee hours in her own caravan. Was this an act of retribution by those convinced that the soothsayer abducted a local child years ago? Certainly, Flavia understands the bliss of settling scores. Revenge is a delightful pastime when one has two odious older sisters. But how could this crime be connected to the missing baby? As the red herring piles up, Flavia must sort through clues fishy and foul to untangle dark deeds and dangerous secrets. So, by the looks of it, she's 11 years old. So, this could go well for middle grade match also. Mm. I'm gonna check the prompts and see if it will fit right into the middle grade match. If so, I will just read my niece book before she does. I was wondering. I was on I don't remember where I was, and I saw this book. Oh, I know. Now I remember. Yes, my memory coming to me. This is a series on PBS television station, one of my favorite channels to watch. This is a series on PBS right now. So I was like, oh, that's a book. I'm gonna see if I can pick it up, and I found it on Thrift Books and picked it up. So yeah, wow, look at the. I don't even think I look. Yeah, Small Island. It's by a novel by Andrea Levy. It's the winner of Whitbread Book of the Year. Whitbread Book of the Year. It's about Commonwealth Writers Prize First Book Award. That's what. Oh, it's won a number of awards. British Book Awards. It's a British book. It's all year. Exceptional dialogue, clever narrative, and a rich story that tells us something new about our shared history and a planet that is increasingly small and yet will always be inhabited by individuals possessed at our best and by singular consciousness and desire. Alrighty. Hortense Joseph arrives in London from Jamaica in 1948 with her life in her suitcase, her heart broken, her resolve intact. Her husband, Gilbert Joseph, returns from the war expecting to be received as a hero, but finds his status as a black man in Britain to be second class. His white landlady, Queenie, raised as a farmer's daughter, befriends Gilbert and later Hortense with innocence and courage until the unexpected arrival of her husband, Bernard, who returns from combat with issues of his own to resolve. Told in these four voices, Small Island is a courageous novel of tender emotion and sparkling wit, of crossings taken and passages lost, of shattering compassion and of reckless optimism in the face of insurmountable barriers. In short, an encapsulation of that most American of Experiences, The Immigrant's Life. Alrighty, that's Small Island by Andrea Levy. And my final book should be another Flavia De Luca book. Ah, yes. Flavia De Luca, The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie. Alan Bradley, a Flavia De Luca mystery. It is the summer of 1950, and at the once grand mansion of Berkshire, a young Flavia De Luca, an aspiring chemist with a passion for poison, is intrigued by a series of inexplicable events. A dead bird is found on the doorstep, a postage stamp bizarrely pinned to its beak. Then, hours later, Flavia finds a man lying in the cucumber patch and watches him as he takes his dying breath. What the hell? Alrighty, the sweetness at the bottom of the pie. Boy, Alan Bradley. Alrighty, that's my quick haul from Thriftbook. And thank you very much for watching. Be well, be blessed, and I'll see you next time. Come on back next time for one more video on my book channel.